Hello and welcome to episode 44 of Rebuilding Chelsea on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. We're away to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League and then at home to Manchester United in the Premier League. And as you can see, we come into it in good form. 5 matches unbeaten, 4 of them wins. So let's see if we can keep that going. And the team to face Atletico Madrid is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the trip to Madrid, and it is Simon in goal, back four of Wijndal, Botman, Doria and James, Fernandes at the base of midfield, Simons and Thuram ahead of him, Sterling on the left, João Mario on the right, Benjamin Sesko up front. And one of the changes I've made since the last episode is to delegate the team talks to my assistant manager. So let's go and find out what he has to say to the team after we've submitted it. Okay, well, my assistant has decided to pile the pressure on the opposition and tell our lads to go out there and cause an upset. So let's get into it and see if we can do exactly that. We'll kick the match off, and I am still in control of any touchline shouts, etc. So I'll keep an eye on how things are going and make decisions accordingly. But I do tend to be a little bit more hands-off with those these days. Although this is an Atletico highlight and it's come off the post and we've scrambled it away. So we get away with one a little bit there. Let's encourage, because we are away from home. And it's Wijndal with the throw in into Sterling. Wijndal back to Botman. Botman to Wijndal, on to Simons. Enzo Fernandez to Thuram. It's given away. Carrasco plays it back to Lodi. Lodi's ball forward is intercepted, but Madrid have it straight back. Molina's gone round his man and found Llorente. Molina again. Forced wide, Llorente into Griezmann, it's crossed in, Carrasco denied, but gets another chance. Koke to Memphis Depay, Llorente to Koke again, Renan Lodi, Koke, ball out to the right for Griezmann, who is forced back to Molina, and is knocked out for a corner. So let's see how the corner plays out, and then we'll consider maybe another shout. It's headed away as João Mario should and does get there. Plays it back to Reece James, who finds Doria. Enzo Fernandez to Simons. Botman to Wijndal. Into Simons, back to Botman. Fernandez to Thuram, who's got a little bit of space to run into. Plays it through for Sesko. And Benjamin Sesko finds the back of the net. It is Atletico Madrid 0, Chelsea 1. And 21 minutes gone. And that should lift us up the standings a little bit, hopefully. Yeah, it lifts us to 13th. We're still a long way from where we want to be, but it's looking a little bit better now, and if we can hold on to this win, it'll look like a reasonable start. Koke though to Lodi, who cuts in field, plays it out to Molina on the right, gets to the byline and cuts it back. The header is easy for Simon though, and he bowls it to Botman, who comes out of the area, plays it to Thuram into João Mario. Sesko gives the ball away, and Atletico can build at the back. Pavlovic to Koke. Carrasco back to Lodi, into Koke. Pavlovic. So Llorente to Carrasco. Memphis is in one-on-one with the keeper, and Memphis has got them an equaliser. There is a question mark over offside. I'm not sure. It is offside. So the goal is wiped out and it remains 1-0 Chelsea. So can we get to half-time with that lead intact? As João Felix picks up the ball, finds Lodi. Into Koke, back to Pavlovic. Llorente to Molina on the right hand side. Molina gets to the byline. Crosses for João Felix, who hits the post. And we managed to get it behind for a corner. So let's encourage again. Koke this time with a right-footed outswinger. Headed away. João Felix gives it straight to João Mario, who is dispossessed by Renan Lodi. And the highlight comes to an end. So all in all, we've had one shot on target. It ended up in the back of the net. And at half time we lead 1-0. So let's see what the assistants had to say. Doing well, keep working hard. I think that's fair enough. Away from home against Atletico Madrid. A couple of changes needed. Reece James off for Vanderson. And also Wijndal for Cucurella. And in fact, do we take Sterling off as well? Possibly for Evan Nielsen. I think I might do that. And we'll leave it at 3 subs. I'm intending to bring Moukoko on at the hour mark, assuming that we're still winning. Koke's corner, and it's a handball and a penalty, although it will be checked by VAR. The penalty's confirmed, so Atletico Madrid with the chance to level it up from the spot, and it is João Felix, and Simon goes the right way but doesn't get there, so it is 1-1. And I think now I will take Sesko off and bring on Moukoko, even though it's less than an hour in. And I think Xavi Simons might be the 5th and final substitution. He finds Cucurella though. Cucurella to Thuram. Thuram dispossessed. Llorente to Carrasco. Carrasco's dispossessed, but the loose ball falls to Memphis, who's in behind. Simon with the save, and the rebound hits the post. So we've got away with that somewhat, and the highlight comes to an end. So Xavi Simons I am going to take off, and we'll bring on Jude Bellingham. He's our brightest midfielder, so let's bring him on, see what he can do, and see if we can manage to collect a win in this one after all. Let's demand more, and fingers crossed we can do something in the final minutes, but it is Atletico in possession. Pavlovic to Saul, onto Renan Lodi. He's allowed to run with it and finds Samuel Lino, and Buendia at the far post has got Atletico Madrid a late winner. So it looks like heartbreak in Madrid for Chelsea. And no, it's not. The goal's disallowed. It remains 1-1. So we've got 3 minutes to find ourselves a potential winning goal. Memphis, though, Pedro gives the ball away. Bellingham, Evan Nielsen, he's given it away. It's getting very scrappy. Simon goes for the long clearance. Mokoku doesn't chase it. Koke gives it straight to Bellingham. He needs to find Mokoku. He hasn't. João Mario has, though. Mokoku's put it in the net. And this is extremely tight for offside. So I'm not willing to say either way whether this is a goal or not. The goal is given. Atletico Madrid 1, Chelsea 2. So Jan Oblak with the goal, the clearance, launches it long. Doria wins it. Thuram to João Mario. Into the area. Plays it back to Vanderson, who shoots and beats the keeper 3-1. And that absolutely wraps it up. Gives us the win, which for a long time didn't look like happening. And there is your confirmation. Final score, Atletico Madrid 1, Chelsea 3. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a home Premier League game against Manchester United. The team I've selected for this one is Unai Simon in goal, back four of Cucurella, Botman, Silva and James, Bellingham at the base of midfield, Fernandes and Mount ahead of him, Sterling on the left, João Mario on the right, Sesko up front. So let's submit the team and go and find out what my assistant manager has come up with for a team talk. Okay, my assistant has decided that they should pick up where they left off last time out. So let's get out there and see if they can do exactly that. And we'll kick the match off. And I'm going to just sit back and wait for indications for how the match is going before I decide to do anything. And at the moment, I think a fire up is needed, as Malacia throws it to Fernandes. Malacia back to Martinez. Malacia to Martinez again. Malacia to Kovacic. Martinez to Varane. To Dalot on the right hand side. Dalot comes forward with it and shoots way wide in the end. Highlight comes to an end. And we absolutely could do with a win here. We've got a free kick. Mason Mount's ball in. The header from Antonio Silva finds the back of the net. And it is Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0. We've played 19 minutes. So looking good at the moment, but still plenty of work to do. And it's Manchester United with the throw, and it's Malacia to Fernandes into Casemiro. Back to Martinez. Finds Varane. Back to Martinez again. Into Casemiro. Over the top for Rashford. Down for Garnacho, who can't hit the target. Highlight comes to an end. And this one is a Chelsea throw-in. James gets it back. João Mario into Fernandes. Back to Silva. Plays it into Mason Mount. Bellingham to Fernandes, who's given it away. And Anthony plays the ball over the top. Garnacho's in behind. Garnacho scores. It's 1-1. And we've played 29 minutes. So disappointing. Let's encourage the boys. See how that goes down. Largely okay, but not fantastic. And at the moment, you have to say a draw's about fair, as Mount takes a free kick and it's just wide. So we're going to go in at half time level by the looks of it. And we do, 1-1. So let's get in the dressing room. And assistant has said, we're the favourites, go out there and give the fans a performance. So let's make some changes to reflect that then. What have we got on the bench that we could bring on? Mokoku can come on up front. we've got Botman on a yellow card, so we'll bring Doria on in his place. And I think I'm going to take Fernandez off. So he's the more defensive of the two midfielders. I'll go with Kefren Turam. And that will do for now. So let's get out there for the second half. Let's fire the boys up again. And see what that does in terms of reactions. Not universally positive, it has to be said. So I'm going to take João Mario off. And we'll bring on Abde. As Mason Mount takes the free kick to the far post. The header is in the back of the net. There is an appeal for offside. I don't actually know who headed it in. We might find out in a minute. The goal's given. And the goal goes to Antonio Silva. So it is a Silva double at the moment that's given us the lead over Manchester United. And I think Bellingham needs to come off. So we'll bring on Guendouzi for him. And that is our final change. So can we hold on for the remaining few minutes? I'll go attacking now just to see it through. As we're into 4 minutes of added time. And that is the full-time whistle. Chelsea 2, Manchester United 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Premier League table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the Premier League table then, and as you can see, our surge in form has seen us rise up the league into third place. 7 wins and 2 defeats from our 9 games, 21 points on the board. 4 adrift of leaders Liverpool. So let's have a look at when we're going to come back. And we will come back. I know exactly when we're coming back. We'll come back for the Champions League game at home to Barcelona and the Premier League game at home to Arsenal. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.